And welcome to another Star Wars game. We're up to session 13 of our Mandalorian storyline, where it's now completely in the player's hands to how deep they dig themselves and where they dig themselves to, as shown by last session.
Naboo!
Naboo?
How far we dig ourselves to.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you dig yourself to Naboo, that would be an interesting travel.
Yeah.
Halfway across the galaxy. And so far we are having a split between the party, with party members joining the authorities and joining the Hunters Guild.
Found my food. Yay.
So I will introduce each of the players and which way the character went, and then we'll pick up the story from where Kyanna meets the commander and find out from him what he thought of all the other recruits and how they did their training. So, first up on the list today is Stefan, who's playing Ranger Kadkia.
Hello, I am playing Kadkia Sukben. I am a ranger, survivalist specialist, and the group's sniper currently. I'm also the group's gambler per se, as I enjoy gambling, but to good ends, because I try and make sure I save some money for the family to send back home. But I do like a bit of risk with my work and play.
Everything has a challenge. The next person at the table today we have is Ariadna, who is playing Ranger Thayane.
Thayane is True Striker, also known as Thea. Yes, most recently took up a Ranger's badge. She's about 6 foot tall, black blue hair, blue eyes. She's licensed for lots of stuff now. And she's hopefully going to get more training now as a ranger, which is kind of her plan, is free training. She's also the Fast and the Furious, the Mandalorian version of Fast and the Furious guy. Family. It's all about family. It's family.
Family solves everything.
Family. Okay, that's me.
So the meme family works perfectly fine for you?
Yes,
Okay.
family. But they're family. It's got to be family. Family sticks together.
Okay. Online today we have David playing Hunter B1337.
Oh, there's my bits.
Hell, you're what? I don't know.
I just found out.
Hello, I'm David. I play B1337, the fully licensed bounty hunter. Not sure how he collects bounties other than doing computer work, because he is a massive nerd. Speaking of massive, he is essentially a B1 battle droid, like the ones we see on Naboo, failing miserably. Naboo. Yes, Naboo. Only a little bit fatter, and a little bit weirder, and maybe full of dents and scars. He's awfully fond of computers, medical stuff, and mechanics, but he's currently, what are we at? Are we at Protocol Droid now?
You were at Protocol Droid last, I remember. The Protocol Droid who doesn't have access to any of his language files.
Yeah, so he's currently a Protocol Droid, or at least has the personality of a Protocol Droid, due to some less than ideal programming.
No.
I'm sure there will be many insert language not found here responses.
Yep. Also, just from a player point of view, we do dig our way all the way to the moon. I've got bags, I've got dibs on playing every single NPC.
That's fair.
Sure.
What, you mean you don't want me to do the Gungans?
First of all, I kind of do, but second of all, I kind of want to do it myself.
There could always be two Gungans and you could play one each.
Okay, so next person up, who's just spoken up, is Ross, who's playing Ranger Khalid.
Yes, I'm playing Ranger Khalid, who used to be a vigilante, who decided to change from being a vigilante because he's now actually legal to be to enforce the law, and is also now able to carry a gun because he's now licensed to carry a gun.
And to wear armor.
That too. I forgot about that. Yeah, so my philosophy is, with the family, the clan, and loyalty. I'm a little bit surprised on what happened last week, but
So am
yeah.
I.
It's okay, we'll have to deal with it. And next up we have Dee, who's playing Hunter Varna.
You happy now?
Hi everybody, I'm Dee, I'm playing Hunter Varna. Yeah, less said the better. I'm just being attacked with bubbles. So, oh dear, everything's going wrong today.
Don't worry, it's only just started. Star Wars has a good way of letting things go wrong for anyone.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Going wrong in the best way possible.
Hey,
Oh,
no matter how badly it goes, it's still a story.
yeah.
And last person online tonight is our is Kesley, who is our Sector Ranger Kyanna.
Hello, hello. I am playing Kyanna. Previously, as we were getting into the Bounty Hunters Guild, I was somehow appointed to leader, and she slowly accepted this position, though still doubts that she is worthy of said position.
Wasn't it more of a case of someone said who wants to be leader and everyone stepped back except for you?
I know,
It
she
was where
delivered the first
I
bounty.
turned in the first bounty.
They said, oh, you can take the bounty, and I went, oh, okay.
Yep. I was trying to be funny.
All good, but it's almost worked out like that afterwards, because everyone else did step back.
Yeah.
So yeah, the past 6 months for Kyanna has been interesting. I don't know if we wanted to go through all the questions or just a
It's
quick
probably a
run
good idea, so
we
you
can.
Yeah,
So-
everyone else had to do it.
So we'll start off with the first question was, who are you?
So Kyanna sees herself as somebody who is stoic and straightforward and will always complete her mission. She sees herself as somebody who protects, but secretly she is very unsure of herself, and she's afraid of being wrong, and she's afraid of not being the picture of what a Mandalorian of her clan is supposed to be.
That's really cool.
And what is it Kyanna wants?
Kyanna wants to prove herself worthy of being called a Mandalorian of the Starving Clan. As one of the older ones of the group, the day of the downfall severely affected her as she lost her close family as she was sent with the Genesys family ship and feels that she could have done more. Coming from a low status background, not much is expected of her. So she wants to prove to the family that she lost and to the clan that she is worth the chance that she was been given and can be a worthy protector so that she never has to lose family again.
And who does she serve?
Kyanna serves her duty wherever she is told to go. She was told to be a bounty hunter, so she did. She was given the opportunity to earn protection through training with the Rangers, so she took it seriously. When she is given a mission, a bounty, or an order, she follows through and seeks the validation of a job complete.
And where does her loyalties lie?
Her loyalty first lies to the clan, then to her party members, then to her orders. She will do everything she can to show that she is able to protect and be worthy. She knows that others have their loyalty, so she does not judge what others do. She only tries to protect others from potential harm.
And what was your last bounty which you had to collect solo that granted you the right to become a full member of the Elrood Bounty Hunters Guild?
The bounty that she collected that she chose was a good one, but it was not difficult on purpose. She chose to go after her guy that had been harassing people in alleys, taking their credits and challenging them to illegal fights as he was building a small gang. His name was Rosh Danikar, a human-appearing male. Kyanna didn't put up with any of his nonsense. She chose him because she wanted to choose the right bounty, and chose something that she knew that she could do. She was able to bring him alive at the end of the tussle.
And what was her defining moment in the last 6 months while she was away from her clan members?
Time away from the other party members, she's lost a bit of her identity and is really anxious about not being seen as a real Mandalorian. So she has thrown herself into her training, becoming more and more focused on her goal of becoming worthy. Only as she becomes around her other clan members, so you'll see her relax a bit. So she currently is just very duty bound and will only be focusing on her orders.
Okay, so we sorted out upgrades with you between sessions, so your characters has been sorted out correctly.
Yep.
We went with your accreditations with the Empire was pistols, melee weapons, and planetary vehicles.
Yep.
And you decided to keep your bounty hunter license.
Poopy.
And you sent 90% of the money withheld for your family back to them.
Do you need tissues?
No,
Yep.
I think I'm okay.
So that also was reflected in what your character had. Now, just so everyone knew, the money that was withheld from your family was the equivalent to tax. It was money that had already been set aside for your family, and only one of you actually gave all the money back. A lot of you decided that it wasn't good enough to give your family all the money that you'd owed them.
Did Kyanna?
She withheld some as well.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
So that was actually what that was. It was the money that the...
So that was me, the only one who
Yep.
gave 100%. Okay.
And
was something
which was
wrong?
interesting.
No.
No. Because that was money that you guys didn't need, but was something that you could choose to either give to the clan or keep for yourself.
I feel like I fucked up somehow.
No. Not at all.
No, not at all.
According to our orders, you did the correct thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's reassuring.
Yeah, Martin, do you mind if I say something just quickly?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll probably lose it in a second, just I'm going to start saying this. One of the things that I as a role player would like you guys to know is that your character does whatever your character does now. So you're playing your character, and even if you think that, and Ariana especially, even if you think that your character might have fucked up, the fact of the matter is that we're playing a game where your character does the thing that it does. It doesn't matter if your character goes around and shoots everyone, you'll wear the consequences. But everything that you do will lead to other things that you will then experience and enjoy. So if you think that you've done the wrong thing, and if you've sacrificed yourself, your money as a player, for one, it's part of the story. And this is all just one little awesome story. And also, what I know about Martin is that he will always make things come around. So
What was that last bit?
Basically, everything has consequences, and choosing to keep your promises generally works out better than choosing to break them.
Okay, alright.
And so basically that was money everyone had promised to the clan, and you're the only one who kept the promise.
I will relax a little.
So that was literally what that was. Now everyone else had a moment with the commander. So Kyanna pretty much got to see all of it on from the back office as he met with everyone because he'd already told her what he was going to do. So you come into the meeting with him having seen what everyone else did when they met with the commander.
Yep.
So as you walk in, he has you sit down after composing himself, having put on his persona for each of the meetings, and he says that. So now a breakdown of what I think of each of the recruits and how they conducted themselves during the training. So first is Ranger Kadkir. He basically will serve well as a ranger, but at this stage he does suffer from initiative and too focused on gaining money to send back to the clan as his main focus.
I don't
So
think he's going to throw up. I think he just wants attention.
so you'll need to be aware of that in working with her.
Yep.
Then you have Ranger Thaneo, who is very clan focused. So as long as you give her clan based directions, she will follow them.
Even if it's indirectly serving the family, like if it's more training so that I can serve the family better later, I'm good.
This is the commander doing that, not you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, shutting up.
So that was where I'm actually saying this is his perspective
Sorry.
on
I was
every
distracted by
character.
Cat who was making I'm
Okay.
going to throw up noises.
Then he talks about Ranger Khalid. He is very much someone who looks like he will do the initiative. And he did go about trying to right the wrongs of part of the city, though in the wrong way. So he may need some directing to keep him on track, but he doesn't think he'll need much. Then there is Hunter Piper, who family got screwed over by the Varna's family. Who took over the leadership of their clan by assassinating or trying to assassinate the ruling family. So you'll have to be aware that Piper may be acting out and not willing to return for quite some time. We'll have to see how that one plays itself out. He doesn't think she chose well in joining the Hunters. Then you've got the murder bot B1337. Pretty much point and shoot and click here and you'll probably get the results you want.
Does this mean I write David Murderbot instead of B1337?
Yes.
Wow! Like, just to interrupt as a player, he's so fucking wrong. Fantastic, I love it.
Well, like I said, he's going based on the assessment you provided of yourself.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely perfect. I'm glad that he doesn't understand anyone. That is fantastic.
And then he comes to Hunter Varna, who basically is only out for herself and is quite willing to sacrifice the clan to achieve her ends. He personally does not think she would be a fit for the Rangers, which is why he didn't offer her a position. And that's why he wished her well in her career as a hunter. But he did give her hunting career an opportunity. One, to do a basic job, or to go for the big bucks and take someone out. With both jobs requiring her to betray the family. So would she be willing to steal from the family for small money, or would she be willing to kill one of the family members for lots of money?
As Kyanna goes to take in all of this information, if I remember right, she was on the ship with Vana and Piper, so to hear this revelation of information, she's very surprised and very confused about her feelings towards Vana, especially given the information of the types of job that she was given. And she deeply reflects upon this while also carrying out whatever next orders the commander gives her.
So he then says he has a job for you if you want it. He puts on the table a badge that says Sector Ranger and a pistol and a vibro sword.
You get a vibro sword? I'm so jealous.
Hell yeah! she absolutely she takes it up with
There's no stun
great
down on that.
reverence to it, and thanks him for this honor.
I am ENVY jealous.
He says there he will have you set up a office in the city for your rangers and yourself. You can have the hunters work with you, but at this stage they have refused to be rangers in some cases, and they were not given the offer. So it's up to you how you treat them and deal with them. But he would not be happy with any of them gaining ranger status until they prove themselves worthy again.
Understood.
He says outside waiting for you is a military speeder bike. And he wishes you well in setting up an office, and he gives you a cred stick with 10,000 credits on it to furnish your team with.
Sweet. Yeah, so she'll go ahead and try to find an office that is within budget where she can also
he points out the address of the office is actually on the cred stick.
Oh, sweet. That's even better then. She would furnish out the office with spaces for everybody, and then extra gear, whatever she's able to get with whatever leftover credits.
He says he recommends you check out the office first and familiarize yourself with it before you go any further and catch up with your team in the morning.
Yep, I do that. I will go check out the office and see what's going on there.
Okay, as you get out, you see the ranger vehicle heading off into town with music blaring.
Sounds like them.
Am I driving?
Yes.
Okay. That makes complete sense.
Does.
You can sort of see it twitch to the music.
It's definitely the theme from Mortal Kombat.
Absolutely.
As you see a speeder bike with Sector Ranger colours and symbols on it.
I get to... yes. So...
That's what I'll be jealous of.
Comes the fuzz.
And there is a package on the seat.
I'll inspect the package.
It is a set of armour, including helmet.
Ooh.
Which is useful if you're on a speeder bike.
Yeah. Sweet. So yeah, I definitely take that.
Yep, and the theme of chips comes to mind.
Yes.
So while it's not Mandalorian armor, the helmet is stylized in the Mandalorian tradition.
So it's not Beskar, but it is.
It's limited armor,
Armor
so
stylized.
it gives you an extra 2 soak.
So you're cosplaying as Mandalorian for now.
Hey, Mandalorians rarely have Beskar as their main armor. It's it's something they strive to achieve. They can't all have it, but they all want it.
So
Fair
is
enough. It's good to have goals.
like a helmet? So it's got the blinkers?
I love it.
Oh no, the reason why they got blinkers is so they don't get distracted because they're going so fast.
Well, it could be the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy
I want to see a
glasses.
skill check that Galaxy did not drive into a tree.
Yeah.
It's easy. There's no trees around
Are
here.
there any training wheels on that?
Or if you see any Ewoks, you need to run.
Yeah, because they'll probably be, what was it, Tweak or whatever her name is?
They might be.
Because the Ewok would have to be badass to get off Endor.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't been officially discovered yet.
Just imagining a team of ninja Ewoks coming for you.
Just imagine the Jawa Jedi I use.
Oh god.
Able to disassemble your bike in moments.
Is that our next campaign? Special Forces Ewoks?
Possibly.
Yeah, it's just short Wookiees. Wookiees with dwarfism.
God.
Okay, so you take your bike out into town. Over your helmet, you hear some of the local news. Apparently, one of the local humanitarians, who is one of the governor's aides, was found having killed himself jumping off one of the buildings earlier that day.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And the bill he was heading to keep the homeless shelters open and the orphanages running has failed in the Senate.
Gotcha. Okay, so she'll keep moving on. She takes in this information.
Okay, so you rock up at your place. It is not subtle. It has Sector Ranger Kyanna with a poster in the window.
Very nice.
What is this with poster girls?
Apparently, it's just a thing on this planet or in the system, I suppose.
Yeah, because half of us are poster girls.
Well, we've got the Empire poster girl. We've got the which is Mark. We've got the new car poster girl.
I'm not in the
Also
posters, right?
We've also
yeah.
got the Sabak
Thank God.
poster girl.
That is the new car poster girl.
Yeah.
And now I'm imagining B1 dressed up in up clothes and makeup.
Oh, 1950s!
In front of a car.
Absolutely.
With the polka dot
Yeah.
scarf around his head,
Holding up the latest model toaster.
blonde wig.
Well,
with
so
the
Yes.
basically, B1 is now posed like Betty Page.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly right. Only only a toaster can know how good a toaster is.
Okay, so as you get in there, you see that it has a full-on reception with security checkpoints, making you so think like an actual police station.
No, okay.
There is a front area. You have a space for your bike right out front of the building,
Perfect.
and getting in there, you are greeted by the reception.
Okay, I'll introduce myself to the reception.
Well, they point at the poster, going, "I know it was you."
I asked for their name.
Their name. What would you like to call your receptionist?
Betty.
Please.
I'm feeling Betty. Let's go with Betty.
Betty Page is in it.
So your reception's name is Betty.
Love it.
Has it on her name tag
Yes,
and
his
everything.
name is Betty.
Her last name is Boop, right?
Has no last name.
Oh, come on.
She works for law enforcement. You don't show last names.
That is her last name.
On her jacket. Like, when she goes home.
Well, her jacket's called Boop.
No, it's Betty Boop or B Boop.
No, that's
You'll
just
find
what
out
she
later.
does when she gets home to a cat.
Yeah.
Boop's the cat. Mm.
I thought Beep Boop was like an R2 droid.
Okay, so yes, as you go into the back area, you have an armory, which is currently empty. And you have a lift that goes down into a garage or up into your offices. And the level below your office is a holding facility, and then you have an office for the general staff and an office for your floor. So that has a few levels.
Damn, look at you at T-Crit and T-Crits.
So my office is on the second floor? Or
Yep. Well, your
Top.
office is on the top floor.
top floor. So I'll go ahead and
What I really enjoy is that while Kelsey's character is currently getting blown away by how awesome her office is, we're sort of trying to kill each other.
I know.
yeah, it's great.
Well, actually, I was trying to stop people from killing each other. I'm pretty sure Khalid was trying not to die too.
No, I was just showing why you bring a gun to a knife fight.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So,
I think.
just to quickly remind me, memory.
Continue with your MTV,
When we
Chris.
ended the last game, Khalid, myself, Varna, Kadkia? No, Kadkia ran away.
Kakia had headed off.
Headed off. And B1367 had made it back to the barracks where we had Varna unconscious but in binders.
You were trying to make a plan for what you're going to do next.
Khalid was okay?
Khalid was fine.
Okay. And I'm okay?
Yep.
Okay, alright. So
Neither of you were harmed. You
So-
managed to get off shots beforehand.
4 of us are there, and then Piper's missing,
Yep.
Kyanna's with the management, and Kadkia's gambling.
Yep. No, Kaki is wandering around.
I was running around.
Kadkia's gambling.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
exactly
being
right.
told what I'm doing now, okay.
so
We just know you very well.
you get to the top floor, and on the top floor you have your
Playing
office,
cards. Gambling.
a conference room, and your personal suite. So
She
basically,
gets to sleep there?
well, the second floor does have its own sleeping quarters.
We can sleep there too?
Yeah.
I can stop finally paying rent on stuff?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, basically,
Yeah, you can
what,
file more money back to your family.
Exactly!
once you advertise yourself as a ranger, then you become a target for the criminal world.
I don't know all of this yet though, because I'm currently trying...
As happened when one of your family members turned on you.
I'm currently trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay, so as you're doing, as you're looking around, at this point, you get a come in from Kadkia. What would Kadkia like to say as you're you've now left the rest of the others?
Just gonna do a general check-in and find out where everyone is.
And you managed to get through to Kyanna.
Oh, can you read me?
I copy.
Excellent. Where are you at the moment?
I tell him directions to the office, and I say, if there's anybody else with you, have them report here.
Yeah, no, that's just me right now. The rest all went to the barracks. At least I think so. Or they went somewhere together. They're together. They're somewhere. Just you'll find out.
I'll send a comms to them to report here. We have news.
Bring a notepad, a very big one.
Maybe you should go to the barracks yourself.
Okay, so a comm comes through, message to the rest of them all together.
I've got the other comm, I think.
Oh no, each of them has a comm.
Do we all have comms now?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Well, you should have comms. Your armor has a comm.
Oh, okay. I
Built into
remember
the
when we
armor.
first started out, like when we bought gear, only a few of us
Most of you
bought
didn't
comms.
have comms.
But we now all have them, that's fine.
Those that got the armor got comms. So
all of us, I think.
all the rangers got them.
So, does that mean Varna
Varna
doesn't have one?
already had her own.
Okay, yeah, she
And-
bought hers, and B1337 probably has the capacity to go. Alright,
Okay, so yes, you get a message to report in at an address.
I try to get back to Kyanna.
Yep.
And I tell her that we have encountered some complications, and that right now, it is going to be very difficult to leave the current place where we are because we're not sure about the safety of our family members. Can't explain much more over the comms. And I tell her where we are.
With that message, she sends a comm back to Kadkia to meet at the barracks.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll get on her cool cruiser bike and head over there.
Mm-hmm.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Is that what cruise bikes make?
Absolutely.
Okay.
B1
Continue
will
making sound effects.
continue to administer medical aid.
Yep.
And the amusing thing is, you do have flashing lights and a siren on the bike.
I wouldn't necessarily generate that much attention, but I'm no longer on comms anymore, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't go with lights flashing, but...
Yeah, and if it were me, I definitely would because why not?
So just so you know, you have the right to throw your authority around as a sector ranger, that anything less than military has to do what you tell them to do. You just have to justify it later.
Okay.
Love it. This is great.
Which means you are basically in... you haven't read your what you're expected to do yet, but from what the commander told you, sector rangers are the police force the people were promised when the Empire took over.
Better.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Kyanna arrives.
Kyanna arrives on a nice shiny
She
bike.
knocks on our door and I open the door partly, drag her in and close the door real fast.
So does Kadkia go back for the ranger vehicle that you left parked somewhere?
Didn't we get the ranger vehicle?
Yeah,
we
sorry,
took
you
it back.
got it.
Yeah.
took it.
Kadkia's on foot or bus or
I was
whatever.
at the office.
Okay.
Even though you were told to...
I sent Katia the
Yeah,
message
she sent
to
you a
the
message
barracks
saying meet
instead.
at the barracks.
Oh, meet at the barracks. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't meet at the office. Okay, I head to the barracks.
So she said meet at the office, and then not long afterwards, a message meet at the barracks.
Oh, okay. Just as I'm staring at the office in person, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go inside. Meet at the barracks. Oh.
You see the 3 meter tall picture of
you get distracted by a casino and go straight.
You have to roll.
And then loses the base in a bet.
No. No, they
Don't bet the homeworld.
No, don't bet the homeworld. And when Kadkia gets there, I similarly drag her in without revealing too much to the public as much as I can.
Very cheap when you get there,
So about 3 hours later, Kadkia shows up.
though. Yeah, exactly.
Well, while we're waiting for Kadkia, I give a brief summary of what I understand of the situation so far, which is Khalid and I were having drinks in a bar. Vanna turned up and started to try and kill Khalid. We don't know why. Maybe she's mind brainwashed or something. So we did our best to what's that word when you restrain her without harming her, and we brought her back here. But she seemed pretty determined to kill Khalid, and we don't know why.
She escaped, remember?
No,
She didn't escape.
No, she didn't. I won my roll. And I'd asked B1337 to check to see if she had been drugged or, was under some kind of influence of some sort, like a synthetic type influence or something. But so far, B1337 hasn't been able to find anything.
And you're making all these plans about how to kill other people in Ross's place.
Oh, yeah, and we were talking about, because Varna did tell us that she had been given a bounty, so I explained about the bounty and how Varna had accepted the bounty and now she couldn't get out of the bounty, and then she might become a bounty herself, so we were trying to come up with an alternate bounty, but someone who deserved being executed as opposed to our family, and we just don't know what to do now. I'm really happy to dump it in someone else's lap.
Congratulations for your first day in the job.
Good job, me.
You're like, I leave you alone for 1 second.
Goes back to office and hands it back.
Is Vana awake?
Yes, Varna's awake.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and sit across from her and just say, what's going on?
So did you want to do good cop, bad cop?
Just simply, Vana, tell me what happened.
You also see the nice vibro sword on Kyanna's waist.
I am visibly slack-jawed, drooling, happy, kind of, I want one of those.
And you see that her badge has the word sector above ranger.
I will note that and get to it later after the current crisis is done.
It also looks a lot fancier too.
I'm more envious of the Vibro sword than I am of that.
How does Varna respond? Now that Varna's had a chance to think through things that have been mentioned in the background that had actually been done in that session.
What's going on? Can't you read?
What?
What do you
Can't
mean?
you read? Do you have eyes?
I can read that you have betrayed our clan by trying to kill one of our family members. I was giving you a chance to explain yourself. Do you wish to explain yourself?
It's right there. She points to the information that Kyanna has already taken from her.
Okay.
So,
So, what you're trying to tell me is that you have tried to kill one of your family members in exchange for this bounty, and so you have broken the law.
you're valuing money over family?
Yes.
I'm just like bewildered. I
Who
don't get
carried
this.
you?
Switches weapon from stun to kill.
Getting close to that.
You know, as a client, I would say that you seem to disbelieve that someone would choose money or family, but truth be told, you choose money over just about everything.
Me?
But Vana had a good line though. I liked your line. Say your line again.
Which one?
What Vana said.
What did Varna say?
My family carried you off of the world.
And
We sheltered you.
That doesn't mean you can kill us.
that is absolutely true, and I am eternally grateful for your family. But
Well, this is the first time you've actually shown it. Or said it.
I have tried to show it by following orders as much as possible from our Mandalorian officers, and by trying to assist you through this mission that we have been given by our clan. And yet, now I learn new information of not only your betrayal of today, but also your family's betrayal of one of our party members.
What's that?
So how am I supposed to trust you in this situation?
Well, this is the first I've heard about family betrayal.
Same here.
Well, it seems kind of obvious, doesn't it?
Your character didn't actually know everything your family did. Your family has not told you everything.
Yeah. So I share.
Sorry.
I'll share. It was your family that it is to blame for Piper's family currently being enslaved. They tried to kill Piper's family, and now they are enslaved because of your family.
It's also why the clan is banished from Mandalore.
Okay, so the apple is not far from the tree.
Thaya's brain implodes.
I say we'll give David. What was that, David?
Can I ask for a personality override to go back to B1, please?
Yep. Personality override accepted.
You what? Your family did what?
Everyone's about to explode.
I know, right? So, Kyanna says, as a thank you for saving me from Mandalore during the invasion, I'm giving you this one chance. Prove that you have loyalty to us and your clan to redeem yourself and your family.
or we will shoot you.
She will be taken in as part of the law. But
When I trip over and accidentally shoot you.
I'll tell Vanna this as this is her one opportunity to redeem herself.
B1 starts visibly glitching.
Does B1 have a
Fire starts
self-destruct?
physically glitching.
What was that, Ross?
Does B1 have a self-destruct?
You'll find out eventually.
Okay, so is Vanna actually currently chained to the chair?
Binders, yes.
She's currently bound, yes. She wasn't released.
Feet, neck, and wrists.
Because your clan members are quite thorough.
Well, we borrowed cat gears off her before she ran away.
So you've got some nice shiny ones and some dull, looks like they've been used a bit set, and we'll leave it up to you to decide whose is whose.
Tactical retreat, thank you very much.
If you gamble on my behalf and win one time, I'll go with tactical retreat next time I tell that story.
Can I finish here, or are you just carrying on like nervous matters to anybody?
We're actually very shocked, Vanna, to find out that someone that we thought was loyal to the clan, who we're here on behalf of, and you don't feel any loyalty to us? Like, sure, we got on your ship, we were saved, but, you know, we've saved each other a lot, we've worked together a lot, we've done missions together. Surely there should be more of a bond there that you just don't go, here's $3,000, I'm going to kill one of you.
I would.
Didn't say anything about $3,000.
Well, whatever the bounty was.
10 grand.
And
10,000. But still, you could have come to us and said, I've been put in this awkward position. We could have discussed it before you went firing at one of our beloved family members. You could have sought another
didn't shoot
solution.
anybody. I didn't fire first.
Only because we intervened.
You did pull the gun first. They just managed to get theirs out and shoot you before you could shoot them.
And we stunned you. You were going to kill.
Anyway, going back to what, if you could, she says, pointing to her feet.
No. Not until this is explained properly.
Well, it's all
Why
right.
do you want an explanation? It makes sense. You wanted money, so if you wanted loyalty, offer her money in a long-term job. This is ridiculous.
Well,
Also,
I guess not until she answers.
why did you imprison Piper's family?
I guess.
I didn't imprison Piper's family.
I guess I leave it up
all
to.
the same.
I give Kyanna the binder thing, and I'll leave it up to her because she's the sector leader, and I will acknowledge her authority.
You go outside and start playing music loud?
I go outside, sit in the land speeder with the music going as loud as possible, and stare sulkily ahead.
Okay, so one of them has left the room.
Yeah, do you have a voice stress analyzer, please?
He does not.
Sorry, no, now I don't. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe change the others. Anyway, no, he doesn't.
Okay, well, if you can, I don't know, monitor my heartbeat.
I can do that.
So I'm not lying.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't really matter to me either way. I have expended significant resources to try and help Becker's family. And have done for quite some time. I am not a friendly, forgiving God. You may have seen that.
Oh, absolutely. I know you're not a friendly, absolute, forgiving bot. But I am telling you, I had no idea that my family put her family away. I have
Chelsea, what's your character's name again?
No idea.
Kyanna.
Sorry.
And with what Kyanna and with what Vanna was saying, how she didn't know that her family put Piper's family away, does B1337's heart rate monitor fluctuate at all?
You'd have to ask Mark for that one.
Okay, so is Vanna lying?
No, Vana is not lying.
Then Varna will have to make a discipline check. What is her discipline? Because in stressful situations, you can have a heart fluctuate, whether or not you're lying or not.
It's true. I took an actual polygraph and I failed it. What up?
I can intentionally fail those polygraphs.
Yeah.
It's very hard to intentionally succeed at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my PDF to open up. Sorry, I completely forgot to open it.
Okay. Checking our droid to see his ability.
Is anyone joining me in the car with the music? I want to bang to Bohemian Rhapsody with someone.
Too bad you can only listen to Mortal Kombat over and over again.
The
Okay,
Bohemian
discipline
Rhapsody
is
version
2
of
green.
Mortal
I would
Kombat.
like to upgrade that by using a force point.
Okay, so what is your discipline?
Like I said, it's 2 green.
2 green. So I didn't get the 2 green, that's all. So you've upgraded it at a force point?
Yes, please.
Okay, so your heart rate does fluctuate wildly.
Jesus.
Apparently you get 5 strain.
What?
I think she's back unconscious.
No.
Because you remember we did stun the crap out of you.
Either way, the other results are important.
And the heart rate did fluctuate. So you weren't able to keep your heart rate normal while answering because you're a bit distraught from the news that your family may have betrayed the clan.
I am not trained to interpret these results. I am not a psychological analysis droid. The question I have for you: Did they imprison Piper's family, or did they have them imprisoned?
I relayed to B1337 that the only information that we currently have is that it was due to Vana's family's actions. The intent was to kill Piper's family, but they ended up becoming captured instead.
Yeah. So the question was: Did God, I'm terrible with characters' names. Did these characters' family actually imprison Piper's family, or is it they got them in prison? Do we know?
They got them in prison via failed assassination attempt.
Okay, so the family have any control over whether or not Piper's family would remain in prison?
Not without knowing where they are and being able to free them because they're now workers for the Empire. And there is a open kill order for the clan outside of the Elrood Sector.
And the kill order is put in place by who?
Mandalorian Society.
Okay, yeah, that's all good. Right, everyone leaves through.
Okay. With that, Kyanna says to Vana, nothing you have said has so far proved your loyalty to the clan, to the family. This is your chance. What is the one way that we can make this situation right so that I don't have to put you in jail?
From what you know, drawing a weapon on a officer of the law can be a life prison term.
So, Kyanna's basically giving Vana the chance to save her neck in this situation, and the consequence being that Kyanna will arrest Vana and put her in prison for life.
That's the lowest. That's the lowest penalty you can apply for this situation.
Help me find and get Piper's family out of there.
That would help your situation with the clan, but that would not save us from this situation we're in where you pulled a weapon on Khalid. So help me find a solution for this, because as part of my debt to you, your family, I do not wish to bring you in. So help me find a solution. Help you take that's again not the problem currently. The problem is that you drew a weapon on this planet against Khalid.
Fine, then put me under your sponsorship for 1 year.
Martin, am I able to do something like that?
You would, but then you would be responsible for any crime she commits. And would be equally punished.
I will then upkeep all of your equipment. You will have access, you will have the weapon, you will be saying, okay, you can have the weapon today since your days of good service, but you do as we say.
Martin?
Yep. What is that, David?
Sorry, David, were you saying something?
He sort of cut out right after he started talking.
Cut out unmuted.
Hello, David.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just lost it. Don't worry about it. So good. I'll wait till save this.
Really sounds like your vocabulator has broken again and needs tuning. Might have been overloaded from all that information. So when it's back up and working, we will pick up from David. But so, what does Kyanna want to do?
I tell Vanna that I will discuss this with the family, and we will make a decision as a family. And
Reception.
oh my god.
Yeah. You guys get
No. David, you were just like barely coming through.
Yeah.
And it was like really delayed, so it came in like really slow and really fast, so it was really funny.
It was on this end too.
Not really.
So just story-wise, Kyanna will leave Vanna in binders where she is and kind of pull the family aside to discuss the situation.
Does anyone come and wave me in?
Yeah, I would probably bring the family to you.
Okay, I'll turn off the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not even there yet.
And then Stefan finally turns up.
In the middle of Scaramouche, we do the fandango.
Oh my god.
The Mortal Kombat theme.
Yeah.
Just in case you guys can't hear me, B1 will also volunteer to make a compliance column shoot you, so it's fine.
Oh man.
Is that where we say fatality? Okay, so yes, you are in the back. You are in the back of the police cruiser.
K.O.
So I turn up to it.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Just in time for them to have a meeting.
Okay. Are you in the cruiser, are you? Or?
We're all
But
in the cruiser.
they're climbing into
We
the
all
cruiser as you
fit in
turn
the
up.
cruiser, yes.
Oh, okay.
It's
The
got 6
cruiser is
seats.
big enough to actually fit us all, plus B1337.
I guess I'll just go in and get in the back.
Because he's skinny.
Well, there are 6 seats in there, and you can fit 6 of you in there, especially considering you left one in the...
Yeah.
All right.
And you got one missing.
So now B1337 has his own seat.
Yep.
I guess I'll just slide in and go, so we're being cozy. What's going on?
I'm going to let Kyanna fill you in.
As you see the nice sector over her ranger badge.
Yes, I had the nice
upgrade.
sector.
Wait, you also saw the
ranger.
poster in the window.
Yeah.
3 meter poster.
3 meter poster.
Yeah.
And you get to see my sweet
That's
vibro
like
sword.
taller than this roof type thing.
Is the vibro sword ornate?
It is ornate as well as functional.
I really got to get me one of those.
Hell yeah.
As an officer ranking weapon.
I am very excited by this. So as Katya comes in, I update her, giving her the quick rundown of saying, essentially, Vana has betrayed the family. Her family is a part of the reason of our exile. And so because of her family saving me, I'm giving her this one opportunity to prove herself loyal to us and to prove that she is better than her past actions and her family's past actions. She has offered us the opportunity to put her to I forget what the exact phrase was, but
Indenture herself.
Yeah, essentially indentured servitude for 1 year, where I will become responsible for any actions that she may do.
I really don't like the idea of that.
So
if
I
she
wanted
does something stupid,
Yeah.
you take the blame for it.
Wait, so they're responsible for us being shipped off Mandalore?
Yes.
My family
Yeah.
died scavenging for things before we left.
I
in a
know.
hurry. All because of this one person?
Yes.
She
No,
wasn't.
it seems that the entire family backstabbers.
Oh, their family. Okay. Well,
It's a family history. She may have been too young
Well,
to
she's
be
not
aware.
that young now, but she's backstabbing us.
Back then, she
Obviously
may
runs
not
in
have
the
been
family.
aware.
Well, she chose to accept a bounty and kill Khalid over coming to us first.
yeah, it runs in the family. Her family, tried to kill us and then saves us and then they backstab us again. Obviously runs in the family.
But I'm
3-1 pipes up very, very quickly. You seem to be forgetting something.
that is.
Viper?
We now have a hostage.
Yes. I'm happy. I just let Kadkia know that I'm happy to let Kyanna make a decision here because she is. I recognise her authority, and I'll abide by that whether I'm happy with it or not.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yep.
So
So the
we are now
hostage is-
discussing.
Vana?
Yep.
Yes, because we've got her in binders in there.
Oh, so not really a hostage, just Vana in cuffs. Okay.
Yeah.
Just Vana in cuffs. I've come
No, you
across
seem,
that plenty
you
of
seem to
times.
misunderstand. This is an overall concept. Vana is a hostage against her family doing anything or also
Yeah, actually, that could work.
intensely forcing her family to sponsor. Vana is leverage. That is why we keep her. Also, I can make a compliance column.
I don't know about the compliance collar. It seems a bit cruel.
It is.
What, you mean a slave collar?
I don't
Yeah.
care. No, I need a collar that'll explode.
I, regardless of what her family has done, and despite her inadvisable decisions that she has made, without sort of perhaps getting better advice from somewhere else, I don't feel that any Mandalorian should lose their dignity in that manner.
I don't care. I want Piper's family free, and I will use every piece of leverage to get that.
I do not disagree with you in freeing Piper's family. I'm happy to work towards that.
So what's your essential...
Good. So collar it is.
No collar.
So we have. Okay.
We have one for collar, one for no collar.
Yeah. Let's make it a straightforward vote. The options here is we take Vana into custody and she is in prison to answer for her crimes, making an example of not only herself but also bring shame to her family name. Or we bring her in as an indentured servant where she has a chance to prove herself better and to give herself redemption with the knowledge that she has previously attempted to betray us.
The
So
first option doesn't sound too horrible.
So the vote is imprisonment or indentured servitude.
Keep her. She's a weapon for us now.
I don't
You're
think
not,
the indentured servitude sounds like a good option because it sounds like whatever they decide then falls on your head as a leader, and we don't want that as a family.
Perhaps indentured servitude could actually encompass her not actually taking any major actions without seeking approval from Kyanna first.
Well, that's a given, I think.
Well, if that's a given, then she does nothing without Kyanna's approval first, which means that she doesn't go off and do something.
Well, she can't because
Inadvisable.
she's not a ranger.
As a side option, she could be indentured to the person she tried to kill.
That's true.
But doesn't that mean...
I'm not against that.
But again, any mistakes that Vana then makes will fall on Khalid's head, and Khalid has to pay for them.
And Khalid is probably going to retaliate faster.
And Khalid
True, but-
does have the training and previous orders to kill members of our clan.
Oh.
And so,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Which clan does the captain belong to?
Vana.
No, the Mandalorian one that we send the money to.
He belongs to the same clan you guys do.
Starwing clan. Do
Yeah, no,
know
okay. Which family does he belong to?
Compliance.
It's one of the extended families, not the ruling family.
Okay.
Vana belongs to the ruling family because her family took out the ruling family previously.
Yeah. With the political thing, if Vana is an embarrassment, would there be a kill order on her?
Quite possibly.
That is the point. Anything we do cannot be public.
And the
if
big
you want
thing,
to reshape upon the family, then that is the tool.
the big thing with the kill order is once there's a kill order on a character, they have no rights within the family.
I'm against a kill order, and I'm against anything that'll end up in her death.
So putting a kill order on Piper means Piper's family standing has no standing.
Yeah, so Piper essentially went from ruling family to someone of the low class ranks, like me. So she
She has no standing in the family whatsoever.
Is
She's
there
a
any way
family
to
member.
reinstate that?
Yes, but you'd have to be one of the ruling. Have to be the person running the family to do so. Running the
So
clan.
Vana's family.
Yeah.
So potentially, if we got Vana back into a position in the ruling family, Vana could reinstate
She would
Piper's
have
family.
to take out everyone
Well,
above
hang
her.
on, like,
in
Has
the clan.
Vana been changed from the family now?
Vana does not have the authority to do so.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is Vana's not in a position of shame from her family right now, is she?
No.
Yeah, so why did nothing of this has to be public at all?
No.
And if we really want to embarrass her family, we could use her as a tool like that. Ignoring anything else from me, ignoring anything else, Vana is a bargaining chip, tool, and leverage.
I have...
And also a potentially useful party member as well.
I would like to make her a potentially useful party member again.
I agree. Khalid, I'll give you the option first. If you would like to have her under your watch, if not, I will take her.
As the
I
crime
do
was
not like
committed,
the indentured idea.
But the crime was committed against you, so you are the one best suited to take it.
It's alright, just give it to me one.
Oh no.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yep.
Because
Yes.
I don't think this indentured thing can entirely be enough punishment. I think that a year's indentured service would work fine, but at the end of this, they have to prove to the clan, or rather to Khaled, that their service has been worthwhile and has been beneficial to the family.
Yep.
Else, as a family, we exile them.
Yep.
From the clan.
So they have a year to prove themselves.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that sounds alright, but I still don't like the adventure part.
To you, or to Kyanna, or just in whole?
In whole, I don't really like slavery as such.
Well, it's not slavery in the sense that it's Varna
It's a
offering to find a
retribution.
way to regain our trust.
Yeah, no, she's just a prisoner with a job.
I'll do it.
What?
I'll take the risk. I'm a
What
gambler.
risk?
Ivana.
Well, Kyanna's already willing to do it, but Khaled gets first option because he was the
Carla doesn't
target.
want to, and we don't want any issues ending up on our leader's head.
Well, that's something you need to discuss with her because it's up to her if she wants to take it. She is the authority.
I say to Katka, if you believe that this is a winning bet, I will let you take on the responsibility, but should she step out of line, I hold it to your responsibility to turn her in immediately.
Oh, that's fine. I'm looking forward to it. So, this bet is that she has proved me wrong.
Okay.
The house is against her.
So
we're agreed we're
yeah.
giving Kadkia mentorship or whatever it is over.
So Kedkia now has an aide.
Is that what's happening?
I believe so.
Okay, alright.
Martin, I just want to make sure that, like, legally this makes sense.
Legally, you can basically put someone into service like that. She will not be a ranger, but she would be considered the aide to a ranger.
Yep,
Ranger's aid is better than indentured servant.
Kyanna is...
And the promise to the
perfect.
family is if she breaks the promise to you guys, doesn't matter if it's in writing or not, you then get to decide how to do it, what to do.
Okay, alright. I think I know what Kadkia and B1337 will do.
Yeah. So,
Because
yeah.
of the Mandalorian Clan.
I guess we'll go in if she hasn't tried to escape. We'll go in.
Has she tried to escape during this time?
Anna?
D, are you there?
No, she's no, she's still there.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I wanted to ask you something, but I didn't necessarily want the rest of the party to hear it.
She looks.
Do I text that to you, or...?
in which case we can say the player is asking something, so everyone else can ignore it for the time being. It's not set in character.
I really don't want anyone to know it until I know what your ruling is.
Okay.
So it could be after game.
I normally, you would have to be after game because I generally don't like secrets during play.
Okay, I'll do it after game.
Because secrets during play
Can you
lead
just
to
remind
problems.
me that I wanted to talk to
Write
you
it down somewhere, like
yeah,
your character sheet.
I've written down something.
Okay. So yes.
So, we'll go in. I'll go
Don't
in
know if it's
first.
legal.
And I'll sit down across from Vana. I'll release her shackles, and I'll tell her, we have decided as fellow clan members that you will prove your worth, and prove your loyalty to the clan, by serving under Kadkia. Should you break any laws, any rules, or any directions from us, you will be taken into Sector Ranger custody and sent to imprisonment accordance to your crimes.
And exiled from the clan because blood
Yep.
does not give you authority.
Mm.
Do you? And I say, do you accept this?
Absolutely. I'll tell you, one thing, my family will pay for what they've done to my friend's family.
I tell her, consider my debt paid to you.
Just out of curiosity, are any more of us in debt to Varna for that reason?
You're only in debt if Varna tells you you're in debt, because honestly, you would have already paid your debt by going off and becoming a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Because that was your team, your group paying off a debt to the clan.
Yeah.
To give them money and support and keep them going.
Okay. So we're already fulfilled that in one sense.
As in paying the debt to the clan itself.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm not a person who likes debt.
Is the Mandalorian Code of Honor canon in this? Or is it?
It should be, yes.
You're looking up Mandalorian Code of Honor?
I'm doing this the Mandalorian way.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things in there you can call out.
Yeah.
And generally, the if you wish to challenge the clan, that is the major thing. You don't do that unless you think you can win.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, fair enough. Now that that's settled, should we pack up the barracks and move to the new place?
I said, yeah.
Okay. As we're doing that, I take Kyanna aside and I congratulate her on her new position and tell her that it was well earned and that she makes all Mandalorians proud by managing to advance herself in these challenging times.
For the first time in about 6 months, kind of lets a bit of emotion show on her face as she holds back one tear as she's very proud. It says, "Thank you." That means a lot.
Yeah.
You also
Very quickly back to a straight face, but just that hint of emotion.
Just imagine a mirror image of that. Both of us are like,
yes, don't cry. We're not crying. We never cry.
No.
There was no tears whatsoever.
no, not what. No.
And that point, then you notice that the helmet she has on her bike is a Mandalorian style helmet.
I'm still incredibly envious, but I'm trying to be good. What's that thing? Good sport about it.
Are we all
So I guess-
in the
yeah, we
barracks
all-
at the moment?
Yeah, you're at
Yeah,
the barracks.
We're clearing out the barracks so
back
that
anyway.
we can move into the quarters and the offices.
Can I ask everyone to form a circle except for me and around me and Varna?
Bike club!
Sure. Are we holding hands?
No.
Kumbaya.
Thank God.
This is Mandalorian. We
Oh, I see.
Unless we're beating each other up.
In that case, isn't it hold wrists? Well, we...
Yeah,
No,
but
that's
I'm not
blind
going to do it. No,
wrist.
we're not doing that. No. This is meant
or
to
hair.
be. No, anyway.
So we tie your wrists together and give them knives and
No.
say...
No.
Or something like that.
Not quite. No.
Sorry, I'm just teasing him by using different sci-fi references. That was a June
And there's
reference.
rotating plates with spikes like flash drawn.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
oh,
Okay, so
hell.
yes, you form a circle.
Yep. Varna, can you please kneel?
Okay, she kneels.
And I need you to repeat after me, because obviously the Mandalorian code you have forgotten. And you will abide to this code for the next year, and prove to us as a family and as a Mandalorian, you know and live this code, or else you would be dead.
Now let's see how well he can pronounce it without stopping.
The first, strength is life, for the strong have the right to rule.
And she repeats.
The second, honor is life, for with no honor one may as well be dead.
And she repeats. Basically, she repeats everything you say.
Yep, that's fine. I'm just repeating the others for everyone else's interest as well.
I've actually got this written in my thing, but
Loyalty is life, for without one's clan, one has no purpose. And death is life, one should die as they have lived. I'll be making sure that throughout your time, you pay attention to all of these in accordance to your clan and your family. As you have failed many of these. And they're such, we can technically no longer call you a Mandalorian until you have proven otherwise.
Very well. You have my word.
Excellent.
Wow,
Yes,
you mean sex are weird.
But amusing, not right? Entertaining, at least.
And that's
really,
basically.
really
Oh, I truly wish I could record everything that I see because I could win a lot of money selling this thing.
And yeah, that's it. So everyone back to work.
Okay. So yes, you get in the cruiser. You see the speeder bike take off in front quite nicely, with nice colours showing.
I'll do one round of blinky light.
Look out, it's the Nerdmobile!
I'm 100% okay with this. I have a cool ass bike and a sword. You all can't tell me nothing.
Your website, isn't it TDE?
Yes.
Yeah.
Question. What happens to the gear she's already got, or owns, I should say?
I didn't really have much.
What were you trying to get through?
I
Just trying to
had
find the Star Wars stuff.
No, I was on about the gear that Lana started with. Is
that
still...
monster. Oh.
Probably except for your weapons.
The gear
you
that
have
Varna started with, she should have.
Got it.
Okay, so basically that will be, I don't know, somewhere in between games transferred to the base.
Yeah.
Well, most of your stuff's at the bounty hunter's office, where you
Alright.
dropped it. Which you have 2 days left on your bounty to collect before you are failure to deliver bounty.
How are we going to
Oh, yeah,
resolve
you-
that?
I think that's something we need to discuss at the Sector Ranger office.
Sure.
Yep.
I thought we discussed that last time.
Yeah, but we never really settled on anything because I don't think any of them were really good options.
They were talking
Yeah,
about
after
committing
listening,
an unsanctioned
something
murder.
wrong.
And we didn't have Kyanna with us at the time, so now we can discuss
Yeah.
this as a full family.
Okay, so as you follow up, you see Kyanna pull up in front of a office that says Sector Ranger with a 3 meter tall picture of her in the
I'm
window.
just gonna kind of go to the poster and just go, see what I mean?
I'm like, take a photo, take a photo.
And you've got directions to the garage underneath.
Yeah,
Because your vehicle parks underground, she gets the front.
Nice.
excuse me.
Putting that poster up will mean that this place will become a target for reprisals.
Your page
Reprisals?
is...
What do you mean reprisals?
It already is.
It would be like
Okay.
people attacking a police building.
Exactly.
By taking these positions, we are already going to be attacked anyway. So.
You are the public face of law enforcement.
Yeah, we're essentially a sheriff office, and y'all are my deputies.
Yay!
I didn't shoot the sheriff.
Yeah, you tried to shoot the deputy,
Yeah!
I second that
but the
motion.
deputy shot you.
That was too good.
You sent it to me?
You did almost shoot the deputy, but the deputy shot you. So yes, as you pull in, you see that there's space for about 3 more vehicles.
Mhm.
And one of them has Ranger Kadkia marked over it.
Oh, yes. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep.
As you do have a car incoming.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was supposed to go pick that up, but it's probably been delivered now.
I know you've still got to go do the poster pictures.
Oh, that's right.
Until you do that, you don't get the car.
Yeah, that's right. Kaka doesn't really want to do it, but kind of does, so...
Get a car, it's cool.
Yeah, kind of.
Then you can sell it and send it back to the clan.
I had similar ideas. Yeah, sure.
But the Rats decide to break your breach of contract with your supplier of the vehicle.
Mm.
No, it depends on what the contract was. If it's actually for sponsoring the car, or the car was just the prize of the photo shoot, or the gambling competition.
In most cases, you're generally expected to be seen using the item publicly to help sell the franchise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Such as if you're sponsored by Adidas, you're expected to wear Adidas clothing and stuff when you're out in public.
Right. So you're going to have sponsorship all over you.
Mm.
So you'll have to have the manufacturer of the speeder or of the car on your back and all.
That's fine. It just means I have to get myself a gambling jacket.
This episode of The Mandalorians is sponsored by...
Very much so.
So basically what you're telling me is that being as though we've already used the Adidas reference, Mandalorians are now going to be like hardcore sick, like gangster slabs, wearing full Adidas, with tanks Adidas written all over them, and cars. It's just like Adidas everywhere.
Except in this case, it's Sorosub.
This took me a
So you
long
are just-
time to figure out what you're saying. Like, Adidas, I have no idea what that means. Until I
Yeah,
realized.
Adidas. Yeah.
Adidas,
All day I
especially
dream about-
short
no,
for
just
all
like-
day I dream about sex.
DPG.
Obviously.
See, I cut myself off before I said the N word.
Remember, we are PG in this in these episodes. Well, at least we try to be. If you're in tomorrow's game, then it's whatever you can come up with. I can probably come up with worse. Though David has managed to outdo me at least more than once.
Truck driver has to very, very control what I say.
That's what I said. David has at least been able to outdo me more than once. He's been very nice in not always outdoing me.
It's professional skill.
Okay, so yes.
Getting back to the Dotnik European hard base.
So you basically see the parking bays. There's one for each of the rangers, and one for the group vehicle. There is when you go into the lift, you first stop at level 1, where the armory is, and your lift does not actually continue up until you basically disarm the non-rangers. As a security feature, the lift will
Is that
not...
Vanna then?
That's
I don't have any weapons on me.
that would be Vanna, and the droid
Yep.
would have to leave any weapons behind in the armory.
I think the droid on his own is a weapon.
Yeah, the droid stays.
Well, that's just rude.
It was meant as a compliment.
He's quite a fantastic
You know-
weapon.
On his own, he's really not dangerous.
Tell that to the Rhodian.
Yeah, I was going to say, tell that to the disabled Rhodian who you absolutely splashed everywhere.
Neck snapped.
Oh, well, first of all, it was a clean kill. Second of all, oh no, he killed a cripple. Ah, he's so dangerous.
Oh,
The only
thank
thing that
you!
makes him dangerous is his computer brain.
Next time you're here, look at the back of my car and then use the word cripple like that.
Yeah, my apologies. I'm sure you understand what I was trying to say there. The guy is literally paralyzed.
Ow,
So,
fuck.
we'll do whatever we can to either disarm B1337, or I would buzz up to Betty to override whatever computer system to let him in.
Apparently she can't override that. That's a default setting as a safety measure.
Oh,
So
Hang
basically,
on.
yep,
Would computing fix this?
possibly, but then someone might come in and fix it again. Because it's the equivalent of sector ranger policy that only the rangers can carry weapons in the building.
B1337 doesn't have any weapons on it.
That's why we were
Oh,
saying
yeah.
if anyone was carrying it visibly, they would be checking it in now. Then it goes up to the next level where you see the holding cells, It just, stops there for a moment, and you see Varna's name appear over one of the cells.
Everyone looks at Varna.
And then the door shut and it goes up. And you...
Sure, isn't it?
Yes.
And the door opens again, and you see that there are 3 offices here for rangers, as well as an open area for everyone else. And each of the officers has a back area for their own accommodation, and there's a general barracks for the rest.
I settle in.
Oh, cool.
And then you also know that there is
workshop?
and there is a level upstairs. The workshop is part of the open area here, as well as part of it is in the garage below.
Gotcha.
So, assembling and disassembling done up here, welding and hammering done down there.
Yeah, B137 starts tinkering with a few pieces of leather and some mechanical stuff and
Starts to put together a collar.
the size of a grenade.
Okay, and then you get the Kyanna shows up after dropping her stuff off.
Can I duck out for a little bit?
Yep.
I go to a local boutique food store and do I know what Kyanna's favourite food is?
Whatever is.
You nerd.
Anyway, I buy Kyanna like a little celebratory basket and
Such a teacher's head. You just want to hold the vibroblade.
Exactly. Wouldn't you try to do that? I'm not going to get one of my own
no.
anytime soon.
No, thank you.
But I also put in a stock of supply of whatever is the equivalent of chocolate there for myself.
Okay.
Because I'm going to need it.
And they also do boutique coffees.
I buy a stack of coffee, including like a plunger system and everything like that. I then go back to my office and start brewing coffee and eating chocolate.
Okay.
I leave the boutique basket on Kyanna's desk.
You have to go up a level to do that.
I do that. And just leave it on a desk or give it to Betty or however it gets to her.
But he's always happy to drop things off.
Yep, that's fine.
So does B1 have a barista mode?
Yes, it's called Gunk.
Oh, sorry. Yes, he does. It's the bottom list of his personalities. You can have a cappuccino with a sign of blaster to the face.
I thought that one got removed.
It's a good thing that I know how to make my own coffee then, isn't it?
Okay, so yes, you relax in what appears to be a newly refurbished office. You have each of the ranger officers has their own network terminals.
I familiarise myself with, what's there, the information, what I need to know to do my job.
So basically what you find out is a sector ranger is free to keep the crime down in the sector and gets assigned various troublemakers to bring in alive because they want people brought in for a trial, not to be eliminated. This is almost in opposition to the bounty hunters who are more than happy for you to bring them in cold because less paperwork that way.
I thought it'd actually be more paperwork if they brought in cold.
No, they once they're brought in cold and they're confirmed dead, that's the end of the paperwork.
Okay.
Stamp, done, pay money, move on. If they're alive, they actually have to confirm their health, watch their health status, and make sure they reach their destination safely. They have more responsibilities.
So yeah, as I guess they're doing that, Kyanna will also read through these as sector ranger versus just ranger.
So you find out that a sector ranger has the authority to commandeer anyone or anything outside of the military. You have no authority over the military.
So I could commandeer a vibro
But only Kyanna has that authority.
Oh, damn.
But she can basically commandeer something and give it to you.
So she could technically commandeer a vibro sword and give it to me, right?
Technically, yes.
Okay, alright.
But then she has to justify it to the sector command anytime she's used her authority.
Does morale count?
No.
But she does have funds that she can technically buy a vibro sword with.
I'm just being...
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that you're certified to use a
No,
vibro
I am
sword yet.
absolutely not certified to use one, but I would definitely consider myself certified to wear one on my belt and look cool.
Yeah, you would have to be certified in melee weapons.
Yeah.
Suddenly do
Hashtag poser.
Absolutely!
I love it.
There is another alternative to a vibro sword. It's more of a ornate sword. Doesn't have the vibro part in it, but it still looks good.
Kind of like the vibro.
Yeah, it's not a vibrant.
Unfortunately, at this stage, Ross, the only items available are going to be what's on the blog. So calling out items that aren't available will not help. The combat knife is the only...
No, I was thinking of more like...
Again, you're thinking of stuff that is in the other material that I have not made available, so I have to bring that point forward.
Okay, I should say more of an old Mandalorian. Like we saw the ones up at the what's his name's base.
Yeah, so at this stage, truncheon, gaffy stick, force pike, combat knife, vibro axe, vibro knife, and vibro sword are the melee weapons available to characters.
Vibro axe.
Well,
What does that
the thing
look
is,
like?
the gaffy stick's still quite good. It actually gives you defense.
And Ariadne's character does have one.
What do I have?
Gaffy stick, I believe.
Yeah, I've got a gaffy stick and a blaster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but a gaffy stick in melee actually gives you defense, while with my force pike I don't get defense.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I believe that the vibro blade would probably have the G-lock, so you wouldn't be able to use it.
What's that?
I have absolutely 0 in melee.
Mm.
But I want one of those! I am going to get some melee for me.
Okay, so...
No, get melee. Not axe.
Not vacuum.
No, not vacuum. Or washing machine. Or dishwasher.
Okay, so yes, while you're sitting down and relaxing, Stefan's character gets a call.
Bring,
Okay,
bring.
I will answer the call.
You're as you look at it, it has Sora Sub International on the caller ID.
Is that the car he will?
You think so?
No, picked up.
And they go, "Good Kia, nice to finally get through to you. We've had a bit of trouble lately, but we'd like you to stop by any time now for the photo shoot. Make sure you jace yourself up sufficiently, and we will give you your nice shiny new car."
It's open office, right?
Yep.
Can any of us hear this?
Yes, it's quite loud.
I look up and just like, oh my god.
Free car.
True. No dignity, but free car, sure.
We'll be presenting it at and he gives the casino where they had the amazing meals done last time.
Casino though. Well, worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want company?
In 2 days, I'll be able to attend if that's okay.
That is fine. We'll schedule it in now, and I'll have my people get in touch with your people. You've got people, don't you?
I do, and I'll be bringing my assistant with me.
Okay. Does your assistant need to eat?
No,
Okay.
What about me?
you're not my assistant.
Can I come?
I told them to be there. It's a bit late now.
You could ring them up and say someone.
We haven't hung up yet. We can still hear.
Just put extra
I'll support you.
chairs in case there's extras, please.
Just make sure your person who you send details to this number, and I'll get them to send arrange details with your arranging person.
It's
Sure.
free food, right? Free, really good food.
Technically, yes.
So wouldn't you bring your whole family so that we could eat good food just once?
They hang up.
I'll see what I can do.
It's free food!
I know. That's why I said that he finally gets to hang up partway through the conversation.
Yep. And I'll make a note of that address and stuff. Or number, sorry, they give me.
Yep, you do know that basically he's more than happy to make arrangements for you.
Oh, I know. It wasn't the plan.
There seems that I can pick up anywhere the word coffee, free food, and money or opportunity to get money.
Kaki makes a mental note to make sure her comms are set on low.
I might have extra special with one of those phrases. How do I specialise in, 3 words that I can pick up from anywhere?
What, food, coffee, and chocolate?
Food, coffee, and money.
Okay, so yes, you have that set up. Going to happen in 2 days' time.
Yeah. I'll let the clan know that's what's going on. Family, yes. The thing.
Sorry, David, your stuff just got really loud.
Okay, so 2 days till the Saurus photo shoot. What would you like to do in the meantime? At this point, you are able to freelance because you have not been given any instructions, but your main role is to be the public face of the police force for the Empire in the sector.
On my little computer thing, is there anyone who needs picking up?
Picking up?
Like arresting and bringing in?
Oh.
No one is listed yet because you've done no investigating. Your sister
How do I
I
do
thought
the
you were
investigating?
full some intergalactic Uber for a second.
It almost sounded like that too.
Yeah.
Someone would like a lift down to the shops. That's not what I meant, but there's someone asking to be picked up.
Do I get paid for that?
Probably.
I don't suppose I'm allowed to use my Ranger land speeder to do that.
We've got a problem to sort out.
Yeah, I suggest we turn our attention to the unfulfilled bounty that Bana has. Kyanna, do you want to take lead on that?
From what I know from both keeping my bounty hunter's license and as sector ranger, what is the consequence of Bana not completing this bounty?
She will lose status in the guild, which means she will probably become a non-member again, because this is her first job as a member, and would have to prove herself all over again to regain membership and be treated and possibly lose any things that she's gained through the guild, including some sort of debt to pay for the fact that she lost the bounty.
That's a big debt.
Question for
It's
you.
10 grand.
Wouldn't be the whole 10 grand, it would be their cut of the bounty.
What's that like?
It
10%.
Martin, question for you.
Yep. Go, David.
I forgot the question. I'm a fucking idiot.
No, you're not.
In that case, I will answer with 42.
You're gonna make me forget.
Yeah. So, what information was given for the bounty? Was the name, was the actual identity, or just a photo?
It was the blurred photo with the fact that it was a vigilante that was known in the region. So the big thing was it was a known vigilante, and it was to be messy and public.
And our plan was to take Khalid's jacket, and between Khalid and I knowing the local thugs, pick one of the worst thugs, stick the jacket on them, and then kill them. Or kill them and stick the jacket on them.
And that was B1337's very first idea as well.
I don't know that Kyanna will approve of that, though.
Because that would be committing a crime.
Like the idea.
Technically.
As rangers, we can't really do that.
Vana's not a ranger.
Point out that
Which is my
killing
problem.
people is illegal.
And the also
Murderbot 3000 TM just looks at you questioningly.
and the other point is, if the guild found out that you had not fulfilled the bounty, and had gone out of the way to hide the fact that you didn't complete the bounty, after they paid you for completion of it, you'd be in a worse position with them. They would then put a kill order on you.
So how much does the
Everyone does
commission gonna
experience
be?
fear. He is quite willing to go and find a potential future corpse, light it on fire with the jacket on, and eviscerate it in town square.
It would be normally 10%, so 1,000 credits.
That's going to be hard to earn. Feel like going gambling?
Why don't we come at this from a different angle?
Sure.
Good idea.
Technically speaking, my understanding of this contract is that it needed to be public. It
Yep.
needed to be a killing.
Yeah, needed to be
specifically,
suffering.
And it needed to be someone wearing that jacket.
Yes.
That was recognised as the vigilante in the area that had been doing the vigilanteism. So the people do know who the vigilante is.
We could pay a bunch of people off to say it's the vigilante.
Yes, but then all they
We
need to do is find
can't
someone.
pay the entire bloody
Sector.
area off.
All
No.
it needs is someone to say they got paid off, or someone to do it. And
But surely Khalid, for doing so many good things in that neighbourhood, would have some leverage with that neighbourhood and some influence to not even have to pay
yes
them
and
off.
No, the thugs
But
that I've
for them to wanna
beaten
protect
up
him.
probably would say that, yeah, I'm still running around.
But you're asking them to lie to the people they believe in.
Okay.
So it's that they would then have to. He would then be betraying exactly what he's been doing.
So what was your sideways option again?
The thing is, it needs to be public as the main thing. The
Right.
public needs to see the vigilante go down. Killing does not need to be exactly specified. Like, they don't need to see blood everywhere. We could technically have Khalid stunned in a public location and then drag them off, remove the jacket, dispose of the jacket in a public place, and then lead Khalid somewhere safely without other people seeing.
I think it would be destroying the symbol more than destroying the person. So it would be.
Anyone could wear the jacket, as long as
Yes,
they say they're the vigilante.
But people know who the
What I'm
vigilante
thinking is it
is.
doesn't have to be a person, per se.
If someone then
You just
decides
have
to
to
pick up
destroy
that
the
jacket
idea.
later,
So you what, you
That's
want to
up
put
to
it on a
the
droid?
No,
No.
I don't want to put it on anybody.
I'm more in favour, considering all the ramifications of this, of taking as many credits as I can get together, going to a casino and trying to win $1,000 because I think that all other ways are going to shoot us in the foot, no matter how fun they might be.
but they might not be fun. But
You'll also even trying to pay off the debt. You will still lose. We will still lose out.
Is it possible at all to prove to the guild that the vigilante is no longer in that area? And would that take the bounty off?
No, they wanted the public messy death of the vigilante in 3 days, because the vigilante was technically still active 2 days ago.
Katkia's idea might work, maybe.
And it was the
Kill the
authority.
symbol.
But I don't think I would
create
want
a
to put
replacement.
Khalid in that position. I think
I think it should be.
I would
But-
be... Why Khalid? Khalid hasn't done anything.
Khalid's the reason this exists.
Khalid is the vigilante.
But he
Yes.
was doing good things.
That's why I tried to do my best Batman at the beginning.
Yeah, because he was doing good
Guys,
things.
why not-
The
why not
only
just
reason he's
combine all
he
of
was
these
doing it
ideas
in a good
together?
way. It was the governor
Okay. Hey guys,
who
give
objected to the way he was doing it.
Ariadne
because the
and
governor was
Stefan.
making him-
This picks up some-
give a second so David can also join in too.
Sorry.
Go, David.
Yeah. Why not just combine all of these three ideas together?
And
So all of the ideas together.
how?
So, yes, potentially use the original subject in a public beatdown. Also find and drag him away. Then also grab the jacket, chuck it on a future corpse. I'm going to let you interpret that as you will. Light it on fire, throw it off the building, and voila, the idea of the vigilante is removed. And also tell the guild some form of truth about what we've done, and don't ask for payment.
Don't ask for what?
The other downside of if the vigilante is taken down messily, the commandant will come after Varna, personally. He said
there
that.
You go. You can get away by saying there was no actual. The vigilante wasn't actually.
We can
taken
technically present the vigilante, but then the commandant will know that we lied and broke the law.
Yeah, because
What about using anesthetic? It will make them visibly fall over as though poisoned.
What were the consequences again?
So if Varna successfully completes the bounty, the commandant will come after Varna to execute her.
Right.
Well, there you go. So
Can
again,
she
I go back to
switch
my idea of telling the guild that this was.
She took on a kill bounty, which is not switchable.
What were the consequences again if she doesn't do it?
She basically.
And don't ask the money so the bounty is complete.
The consequences are she loses standing in the guild.
She loses standing in the guild? Okay. I don't care about that, right? Okay, good. Is that it?
That's pretty much it, and then she owes money to the guild.
The 1,000 credits.
I have a separate option.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If Martin can tell me if I am
Go
allowed
ahead.
to do this with the money. The commandant gave me 10,000 credits to outfit out the office. Am I able to use 1,000 credits freely so that I can pay the guild?
You can, though you will then be justifying that to the commandant as to why you were willing to put your money on someone who could have paid that debt off themselves.
New question. You did say, when I said I'm broke now, that I'm not necessarily broke, that I'll get money this game. Did I get any money this game, and how much?
Well, partly is it all came in 10,000 credits that was set to outfit the team.
Okay, so is some of that money cash?
It is all cash on Kyanna's in Kyanna's hand.
Could us as a group use the cash that would be our pay to pay the 1,000 commission? Well, it's our pay at that stage. It's not their money anymore. It becomes our
But
pay.
we're still rangers, paying off
So
a
on the
bounty.
receipt, like the payment or the what is the word I'm thinking of?
Anyone refuses to do this.
I don't particularly want to do it either.
What's the bounty hunter's view if the prey is able to beat the crap out of the bounty hunter?
Then the bounty hunter would have the same standing as if they turned down the bounty because they weren't worthy of the job they took on.
But they still owe the $1,000?
Yes.
Oh.
It's basically she was backed into a no-win situation
Sure, you don't want to go to the
by taking on the high-risk job.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds great. Why don't we just have Varna try and attack Carlin in a public place, then get beaten up?
We still owe $1,000.
No, Varna.
No,
that's already happened.
That has already happened.
What?
Khalid and I beat up Varna.
Oh, so right
In
now,
public place.
if we don't do anything, Varna owes 1,000 credits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
How's this a problem?
Because we're responsible
Basically,
for
that
her.
means
No,
we
we're
need
not.
to get
Right,
1,000 credits.
as of now, she is no longer a Mandalorian and just proves herself.
You're responsible for her.
Yeah, she's no longer a Mandalorian, so she can pay off her own debt.
Oh.
He is technically
unfortunately,
right by
the
that.
way
It's
that
by his
indenture
choice.
works is her
It's
debts
not
become
technically
your
our problem?
debts.
It's technically his and Varna's problem, not the clan's problem.
Okay, I'm going to go see if I can find some good coffee.
You've got some good coffee.
I want to have one at a cafe somewhere away from here.
Well, basically, I'll toss the jacket to Varna saying, yep, tell the guild that you got beaten up. It's the truth, because they probably will do an investigation.
And there will be people who will not be able to be bought off who will tell them the truth.
I'm not going to risk my position at the moment because I can't afford to.
Well, the other thing is I'm now law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm no longer a vigilante.
Yeah, so giving up that jacket's probably a good idea.
Yep. So I can just bring Varna into the bounty office to hand this in.
You make sure you also bring 1,000 credits before you go. So
No, it doesn't have to. The credits will be outstanding, and then we'll be asking her to do jobs, the 300 credit jobs, bring in alive, where she doesn't get the money, but it comes off the bounty.
Oh, okay, so she'll just have to do like 3.5 jobs.
4 jobs.
Yeah.
Yep. She can earn some of her honor back.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
That sounds
okay with
if
that
she
then.
doesn't, she'll get a bounty put on her.
Pretty much. They would be jobs she wouldn't be able to refuse.
Yeah. The 300 jobs though aren't.
They're not kill jobs.
Kill jobs.
No, they're bringing
okay. Yeah. So she'd be capable of doing that, and I think she could probably learn new skills and stuff. So that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna ask permission from our sector ranger.
Kyanna.
Yup.
We can use the vehicle to go drop off.
You'd also have to pick up her gear because once you make the statement she can't do the bounty, she loses the ability to store stuff at the guild.
Okay, so we'll get her stuff first before talking to them, and then we'll talk to them.
Kyanna would go with Vanna and Katya.
I'm going to enjoy my coffee and see if I can investigate crime.
So, give me a skullduggery while you're
Skullduggery?
Skullduggery check.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
You've got that on your character sheet. So you go off for a coffee with her?
Yeah.
I have 2 in skullduggery.
Mm-hmm. And what is the
You're
attribute?
better than I am.
The attribute is cunning, which
Two
I
set of
only have
eyes is better
2
than
in.
one.
So, what do you have in cunning, Ross?
No, my cunning's only 2.
Okay, so that is...
I thought your cunning was higher.
No. I am the Fabio of the group.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
this
am
is the dice pool. Okay, so apparently the coffee is fantastic.
Okay, so I'm a bad
And
investigator.
both of you take 1 strain.
Fuck, okay.
Too strong.
As you spend the day in the coffee shop. Rest of the day.
Excellent.
And you
Do I learn anything from this at least?
the coffee people didn't charge you.
And it's damn good coffee.
And it's damn good coffee.
Fair enough.
So whenever you're off duty, you go there.
Martin, during this time, B1337 is going to continue constructing his compliance anklet.
Okay, so
Better make it look pretty.
you had your compliance anklet ready to go whenever you wish to, when everyone joins back up again. Okay, so the 3 of you make it to the guild office. Apparently, your vehicle does have the right to stand anywhere on any street at any time.
Yes.
So you can block the road then.
You can literally block the road, unless, of course, a military convoy comes through, in which case you're in trouble.
Yeah, we're not.
Chelsea's going mad with power.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're going to obey basic protocols of parking it nicely to the side.
So you don't park in the disabled, park over the bus stop?
There's a disabled
No.
parking.
No, there's no disabled people here to need it now. I already killed it.
I know. I just couldn't help but put that out there.
You know, someone actually parked in the yellow bits next to me recently, so I could actually open the door to get my walker out.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
so pissed off.
Yeah, I see people do that a lot.
I'm like, fucking hell, I need my walker. I have to sit there and wait.
Terrible.
Yeah, people do that all the time, unfortunately. Okay, so yes, you walk in there, they greet Kyanna warmly and congratulate you on your promotion.
She's going to get her gear out into the vehicle as quickly as possible.
I suppose Katya and I. No, I think Vada should inform them, but I'm gonna leave that up to Katya.
And the attendant says he would offer you a drink, but he wouldn't want to, appear to be bribing you at this stage. But he can leave one here, and you can take it if you want it.
She won't take it, but thanks them for the offer.
Shit has already started.
Hey, it's not always good to be in charge.
No. So she will be just talking with them, and then will kind of indicate to Katya to either inform them herself or have Vanna inform the.
Have we got Vanna's gear first?
Whichever way
Katya
Katya wants it to go.
first before we inquire.
Okay, so she's collected all her gear.
Good. Okay. Now we're in choir.
Mm-hmm. So who's doing the inquiry?
Well, Varna needs to start proving she can do her own stuff, so... I'll say that I brought them in regards to this bounty, and then I'll push them forward.
Okay. What does Varna wish to do?
She will explain that she was unable to do it. It was a test from the commander.
Okay, so he's aware it was of the instructions of it and who it was intended for. He says that unfortunately, because you are unable...
I can't hear you, I'm just getting some weird noise coming through.
Not sure where that was coming through though, but... Okay, let me just check.
Oh, we're good now.
We're good now? Okay.
Yeah.
Says, due to guild policy, you will have to pay off your debt to the guild by accepting and failing the bounty. So you will be tasked with jobs and not have guild status until after you can prove yourself worthy again.
Understood.
And they ask that you return any guild gear you may have been given.
Okay, she does it.
Mm-hmm. And they say that you'll be they'll be in touch with you in a month's time for your first task.
Okay.
Having been reminded that I am now a ranger, I still give them money for the coffee. Because it's now no longer a case of me doing favours for them and them doing favours for me. I'm now employed to do it.
I think it's more the community saying thank you for your services.
Well, the other thing is, while you're sitting in their coffee shop, there's no chance anyone will try to rob the place.
Is it abusing my authority though?
Well, this way, you didn't ask for free stuff.
Okay, so...
paying for it is actually better for you than just accepting free stuff, because it's a slippery slope.
I would prefer to just pay for it, because it obviously costs some resources to make it. So, yeah, I just explain I'm a ranger now, and I've got an income, and I'd much rather pay them for their wonderful coffee.
Well, they're happy for you to sit in their store anytime you want. They're happy to have you in the front window, happy enough to observe the street and other customers.
If only the coffee could improve my investigative skills.
So, like some sort of neighbourhood watch.
Got the police.
Neighborhood watch out for the coffee.
Yeah! No, quality assurance tester.
There you go.
No. What you're doing is you're making sure there's no toxins in the coffee.
Exactly.
You're making it safe for everyone.
Precisely.
What they need to do is make donuts now.
Yeah, they don't have donuts.
They have
do they?
pastries.
Pastries?
What kind of pastries?
Tasty pastries.
I will have a tasty pastry.
Kelsey, I got you.
Okay, so you guys finish your first day as rangers and support staff.
Whoa.
And find yourself back at the sector ranger headquarters. Seems every sector ranger is assigned a base of operations and a crew. Rarely do sector rangers work together. When they do, it's generally a major operation, because most sector rangers and their crew can handle any situation they need. And you also find out that there is a starship getting fitted out for you in the spaceport.
Ooh!
But it will take a few weeks for that to finish being refurbished, having been donated by the Empire.
not the sort of person to like just relax doing nothing. So either I'm going to practice my skills with weaponry or something, or continue unsuccessfully investigating at the office.
Okay, so
Martin,
yep,
I've got a bad feeling that they're hosing out the blood out of the starship.
quite possibly. I'm sure that the Imperial crew that used it previously no longer need it. Because
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, wouldn't you want to just have a walk around our precinct?
Yeah,
What,
we
more
would
coffee?
set up ongoing rotations for.
Yeah, so how does investigation work?
Well, investigation is normally things like the Skullduggery Streetwise to go off and find out information. Skullduggery will see crimes and know how the crimes happen to follow them. Streetwise will be able to find where the criminal elements are and start following them down.
So can I do that?
At this stage, you'll be given a clean slate.
Yep.
Kesley can approve or knock back anyone that you want to apprehend. She can also check with higher up to see if the Empire has a ignore policy on that person.
Okay.
Because they may be already military agents in the field.
Okay.
And people of interest that they're watching for something else. So if there's something else going on, certain people have a don't touch order on them.
I'll pretty much do that or training until bedtime.
Well, what I was trying to do was roll over to the next day.
Okay. Bedtime.
But if you want to keep doing stuff in the morning...
No, I said until bedtime. So.
Can Vana actually help Thea do, help her with her target practice and stuff like that?
Sure. If you
Well, you could, but I'm not sure you'd want to be the target of her practice.
I'm not going to hurt her. But, she can train with me if she wants. I'm happy to show her how to take apart guns and put them back together.
Actually, I think it's the other way around.
Either way, do not mind. I don't mind doing that either. So bedtime comes, Martin gets to roll the day over.
That's okay. So yes.
During the night, B1 starts servicing the vehicle that we have.
Okay. The vehicle is fully charged. It looks like it's had probably about 5,000 Ks on it so far. So it looks very.
Excellent service.
It's very close to being factory fresh.
Yep. So he'll basically every time anybody's sleeping, he'll spend the time maintaining any sort of rolling stock we have, including the super nerdy police nerd bike.
You're just saying that because you're jealous.
So jealous.
It does shine up.
Also fixing it.
It does shine up nicely. And it is a full military speeder bike. It is a full military speeder bike with weaponry.
Right.
It is one of the only vehicles with weapons you'll see on the streets here.
Brutally tempted to sabotage it, but I won't.
What is your character's name?
THAYA.
I know, we'll put a compliance collar on it.
Okay.
On who?
On the bike. Put a compliance collar on everything.
On yourself as well?
Yep. No, I already have a perfectly functioning restraining bolt, Martin.
I was going to say, I think that's been attempted before.
Okay, so yes. Apparently you want to put a ring on everything.
If you like pets, you're going to put a ring. Yep.
So is it this mean you put a ring on it, you own it?
No. So, first of all, rude. Second of all, no. There are no compliance collars put on machinery yet. But he definitely investigates the correct ways put the flying colours on the machinery.
Okay.
Huh?
So,
Is that class as vandalising government property?
technically, yes. Unless, of course, it is
Wouldn't know
authorized.
because I haven't done it yet.
So, morning comes round with B1338 still polishing the speeder bike out front. It is shinier than it was the day before.
Shiny.
It even has
And definitely not tampered with.
definitely far more layers of wax on there than there was the day before.
Put your hand lightly on the cuff.
But all I'm saying is, if you need to run anybody over and the blood splatters on it, I can get that blood off really quickly.
I feel like you
Look how
got
fast these people
blood
are
on
gliding
your
over our car.
experience getting blood off of metal.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It doesn't sit. He's been advertising the new polish, the Sham Wow type.
Okay,
Or
so
in this case, the Shanpow.
in the morning on everyone's schedule, at the top of the list is the casino dinner for the following night.
Oh yeah.
There is a conference to discuss that in the conference room.
Yep. Okay.
Do we actually? We've got a dress.
Some of you do, yes.
Yes. Some of you have blah blah blah.
Dress clothes.
Words. Yes.
Or work clothes, and then there's work clothes. So you have your fancy clothing for normally going out and doing stuff, and then you have your armored clothing for when you're really getting out there and doing stuff.
Yeah.
But Kyanna can get away with the armored clothing because she rides the bike a lot.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
I don't
Maybe
wear
just set the
her
range
dress
of
uniform.
you find out that Betty has scheduled you all in for a 6 a.m. meeting in the conference room.
I'm going to barely talk to them.
6 a.m. That's early. We're usually up by 4.
Well, she wanted to let some of you sleep in.
Okay.
I got up at 4 as usual and had my coffee and did some investigating unsuccessfully again.
You found different coffee beans.
Well,
Is this 6 a.m. meeting, the fancy clothes meeting?
No, this is the one to discuss the what you're got planned for Kadkia's event that everyone has been invited to.
Gotcha.
So yes, as you all reach the third level of the building, the top level for the first time, you see the nice big sector ranger office, which is huge, and the conference room with fancy holographic table,
Very fancy.
which is off to the side.
Okay. Interesting.
I would be waiting for everybody to fill in.
Yep.
If anyone investigates the mechanisms behind the holographic table,
It looks like it is really nice technology. They have spared no expense in putting together a showpiece.
is there pictures of dinosaurs anywhere?
Yes.
he's just going to spend his time investigating and trying to understand the technology.
I look at the pictures of dinosaurs.
They look dead.
Still interesting.
But they are big animals. Okay, so yes, Betty comes out and says there is an event scheduled for the following evening as a promotional piece. Thanks to Kadkia and Surosub, the Sector Ranger have been invited to a gala event at the casino tomorrow night. So she expects everyone to be in attendance, dressed their best.
Do we have like a dress uniform?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
And you're expected to represent the best of the Empire.
Okay.
I say for our hunters, Vana and B1337, I expect Vana to be looking presentable and behind Katya. as her assistant, and I expect B1337 to
I don't think you'll
be
be allowed
waxed
in.
up. That's all. And from there, I have
You
no
what,
orders
sorry?
for you.
What did you say to him?
Just to look as shiny as possible.
You somehow, B1337 conveys the emotion of shock and offense.
Chrome blading!
Actually,
No,
do you
also-
actually have a droid bath or whatever, the oil bath thing?
Oh, please. We don't need that.
After that.
How dare you insult me? I have spent many, many years attending to a very wealthy family. Of course I know how to present myself in a formal occasion. Don't be ridiculous.
And I say that is why we keep you around.
I know, because I'm a smart one.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think B1 will be allowed in.
And Betty has ordered a limousine to pick you up from the front of the Sector Ranger office an hour before the festivities are meant to start. So you can enjoy the limousine for an hour before you show up.
Oh wow. Okay.
I thank Betty for.
Some people like driving around in a limousine.
Okay.
So who's going to hang out topless through the summer?
That'll probably be B1337.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would that be you? And
You-
maybe Carlin?
You go around naked all the time.
Right, it is.
You just like to show your workings.
Honestly, I don't think that the Rangers should front up in a limousine.
No.
Well,
It
you
should be a target.
you are
Target.
showing up
No, it's not
as
the target.
a
It's
puff.
more of that wouldn't it have been better if we actually fronted up in our Ranger vehicles?
No, not really, because when you consider there's a number of police and military functions that, even in today's world, in our world, where formal dress is required as well as formal transportation.
You are not on duty as officers of the law while you're showing up to this. You're representing you're representing the Empire, and the military is providing security.
Yeah,
Okay.
security for the celebrity of the car cargo.
Can I be dropped off early so that I can just wander around the public spaces of this place? Because I really don't want to go around for an hour in circles in a car.
Well, you don't have to.
Unless I'm driving it.
They can choose to just go straight there. They don't have to actually go around for an hour.
Well,
but they've
if
been given the option to do so.
I wouldn't deprive my family of the joy of riding around in circles.
What? So it's just 45 minutes of B1 hanging out like a tool at the top of the limousine.
Well, entertaining, not quite my thing.
I would say that we would likely just take the limousine as a ride from here to the casino. It's not there for joyriding, it's there for a purpose.
Yep.
Okay.
But they
During-
specifically said it was.
Betty has good intentions, but we're going to use it for a specific.
Well, it's not your fault she's good at what she does.
She is excellent at what she does, and I think she deserves a raise.
Okay.
Well, you are her
I'm
boss.
just gonna go shopping if I can
So
get a
is
word in
Betty
edgeways.
actually alive or a robot?
No, Betty's alive and watching with amusement as you say these things.
Yep.
I think, do you
So I
need to
definitely,
say
I thank Betty for her hard work.
And what would Dee like to pipe in here?
If I could get a word in edgeways, I would like to go shopping if I may.
Sorry, we were excited.
Okay,
Shopping
which
for-
company would you like to go shopping with?
She needs clothes.
Yeah, close.
We know that. Do we trust them?
But which company do you want to wear the brand labels
She
for?
represents us. We've got to make sure she.
Well, since I represent
I get that.
them,
I don't know.
You could go shopping with her.
something,
Don't worry, there are plenty to choose from.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, something nice would be good, I think.
Maybe pick something in the same colours as the Rangers gear.
I don't
But-
think that's a good idea.
Something that
Complementary to
matches.
the Ranger
I don't
colors.
associate them as a ranger.
Well, we want to associate her with us. She's a Ranger's
She's with
aide.
us.
Yeah, but she's an aide. And any aide to the Rangers would have some kind of...
But you can hire outside aid. You don't make them wear the same gear.
You would...
Exactly.
So you're gonna dress her like Robin to your Batman?
No, but
I'm going to dress something like...
couldn't they wear like a tux or something? Something nice, but not like ours?
Something that doesn't
Hey
clash
guys,
with them.
just gonna interrupt everybody except for D. I'm pretty sure D's making that decision for herself with her own character name.
Yes.
So where would Varna like to go shopping?
Somewhere nice.
Pick one of the companies on the company's page.
Oh, crap.
There's a company's page?
Yeah.
I'm going through it. I haven't found a company's page yet.
I haven't found a company's page yet either.
That's okay. If you go up to the Star Wars drop-down menu, one of the options is companies.
Oh.
I've made it a little obvious. Like there's an option for equipment, vehicles,
I found
galaxy map,
those.
planets, rules, adversaries.
Maybe I just didn't pay much attention to it.
That's okay. It's. I won't tell you how long it's been up there.
10 years. No, I'm kidding.
Sometimes it has.
I was joking.
But that's
Do you know how
only-
long he's been doing this shit for?
A long time.
Like 30-something years.
I'm sorry, this is supposed to be
It's
PG,
been
right?
80 years.
Combined, we have 1,000 years between us.
Okay, which one is clothing?
Any of them can do clothing.
You can also search for clothing. Like if you press the magnifying glass at the top and type in clothing on the top right.
So any of them will do basic clothing.
I think she wants something a bit nicer though.
As in going from streetwear to formal wear. Because they all have their branded stuff. I'm just seeing if there's specific stuff beyond that. Probably not. Because they chose not to do that as anything other than armored clothing.
I've got it.
So that would be our 10
Hey
o'clock
Martin,
morning.
during
Yeah.
this time also, B1 would like to purchase 2 items of clothing from literally any company. It doesn't bother him, but I prefer to keep it until we show up.
Okay, would you like from your manufacturer's Bactoid Combat Automator?
Sure.
Or you
It's a
could,
piece of human clothing.
or you could have it from anyone else, such as because it is a Sora Sub event, you could wear Sora Sub fashionable clothing.
Sure, don't care. First shall be fine.
Okay, so you find something nice for about 100 credits.
Okay.
Done.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna have something like what's in her picture, but you know, it is like elbow length.
Do we have
I'm asking which company she's going to.
Okay. Come on.
While Mandalorian is listed as a company, they do not have a branch here.
Okay, waiting for Soros up to upload. Let's open. Gears for ships, vehicles, mods, gear. Dun. Oh, right, okay, let's have a look. No, they don't have clothing.
I said, D, that every one of them sells clothing.
Well,
It's not listed
oh,
on
yeah.
there. Every one of them sells clothing. They all sell comlinks. They all sell basic stuff. You can buy food from each one of these guys because they will rebrand other people's foods as their own food. Because each company is very large.
you're basically picking
Right.
which company you're going to be sponsoring by wearing their clothes.
So
Star Wars companies.
Yeah, you pay them for the right to wear their clothing. It's basically you're running around in Nike clothing sort of thing.
Ooh, Zerka. They sound cool. Gallo free
Oh, yeah.
yards.
Zerka.
Ooh, Gandalthrall.
Zerka are awesome.
Oh, I like Gandalthrall atmospherics just because of the name alone.
You
And
actually should wear something from Zerka.
Well, what about XCOM?
Are they supposed to be shooting aliens?
okay, so you basically have a whole
Sorcerer.
lot of nice colors thrown in here. They look it does look very. You think you could fight well in it. It's designed for the combatant as well as for the evening wear. Because that's the sort of thing these guys think about when they make clothing. Can you fight in it? Yes.
Actually, it's even the pockets have pockets.
And it is well made and well manufactured.
Yeah, should wear something from Zerka.
Okay. So yes, it does have the company name across the chest.
Oh, come on, across the chest.
Really?
It's in the sequence sort of thing, but you sort of have to. It's there and not there at the same time.
Okay.
Because
I'm not wearing it, so.
basically that is their anything less than 1,000 credits is basically advertising material for them.
It's like today's influencer fashion, where it's like, yes.
What the hell is influencer fashion?
You know, like Instagram influencers, like all the clothes they wear.
It's like
No.
it's like celebrities wearing
And then
something
you see
so
a
people
TikTok,
wear what the celebrity
they'll be
wears.
like, "Hi guys."
Okay.
What's the Bae. That's a huge one right now, and then there's another one. I forget what, but it's like shirts that cost like $500 for no reason, stuff like that.
That's why I don't know about them.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, basically anyone who buys most of these clothing will be an advertising billboard for.
Okay.
But it's nice clothing, it's serviceable, and it does fit what you're looking for.
And the rest of us were required to wear our ranger stuff, is that right?
Our
you have
dress uniform.
Dress uniform because you're
Yeah.
coming in as official rangers.
Cool.
And you get your photo shoot as a
People
ranger.
spent some time tidying up his chassis and filling in the gaps that he haphazardly made, and potentially polishing off some of the graffiti that's been put on.
Yeah.
Well, are you polishing off the kills you've made?
No, don't be silly. You can't,
He's just
you can't
disguising
polish,
that.
You can't polish something that's been engraved.
But you can fill it in with nice contrasting colours.
Yeah,
Put a
that's like
sash
your
around
enemies.
it.
So they are blood red engravings, are they?
Yes.
Okay, so
Biological material detected.
so yes, you've been given some plans. Some of you have gone off and done some stuff. Did anyone else wish to do anything else on your day of preparation?
Aside from
Do we have
investigating.
business cards?
You are the business card. Basically, people can get your office com code from the public network.
Okay, well, while they're doing their sponsorship thing and everything else, I'm just going to have a wander around the area just to get to know everything.
I'm assuming we are not allowed to carry for this event.
You can carry the official sidearm and badge,
Yes, but nothing else.
but any other weapons would be considered surplus.
Okay, cool.
Carla, do you mind if you have company?
No, not at all.
I'll
So,
wander around with Carla.
as you go wandering around, a lot of people still wave Khalid's way because, well, he is a local celebrity, and people thank
Thea.
Thea. I still have to get the name right. It's okay. Thank Thea for the work she's done in the area, and they're glad that you both have become the official police force of the region.
Yay!
Because they think that will keep the criminals in check, because you now can call in higher authorities.
I can now legally arrest people.
Don't say the K word.
I got in there at the last minute.
Yeah,
What you meant was cripple.
Yeah.
I only shot them 5 times while they were trying to escape.
Don't I leave that up to B1337?
No, he's a
Yes, you must hug. Always hug.
Why have I got images of tomato sauce?
Because it's not tomato sauce.
Okay, so you guys have a walk around the area. You find that most of the people have seen some sort of recording of who the new rangers are.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I'll also take my data pad just in case of anyone needs itineraries.
And then you end up finding the day went pretty quickly while you're getting stuff, doing things, and investigating. And before you really knew it, the day of the Soros party. Okay. And I think going off to the party will be next session. And seeing what happens then, because I will also work out some of your investigations, what that will start turning up. Because Kyanna will be able to choose where she wants to direct everyone for the crime she wants to start stamping out in the city. So it will be more party-led than just GM coming up with stuff. The party will be choosing what they go after and how they represent order for the Empire.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! Did you know? I just come across this because I'm putting it in front of my book. The part of the bounty hunter creed is no hunter shall slay another hunter.
Yes.
And technically, Khalid was a bounty hunter.
Yep.
And what's he doing? He was a ranger.
He counts as both.
Yeah, we all still have bounty hunters' licenses.
The bounty hunting guild isn't necessarily all shiny and spam. It has some gray areas within it.
It does if you...
Also...
Provable.
Sorry.
It's if it's provable, that's the main thing. You have to be able to prove it.
I was just putting down the Mandalorian bounty hunter creed in the front of my book so that I remember it.
Ooh,
I guess this would be I don't know if this would be player knowledge or character knowledge, but the 10,000 credits, is that meant to be something that she's supposed to spend right away to armor up, or is it meant to be something that she has with the idea that she can buy what they need?
You've been given the understanding that it's to buy what you think your team needs, and you can choose when to spend it or to hold on to it at your discretion.
Okay.
So it's budget.
In between sessions, would I be able to look at like a list of stuff and then maybe
Start hunting
send
it down?
messages to you about what I think we need?
You can then hunt it down in the following session, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so do we then email that to you? Or?
Basically, you find the list you want, and then next session you go about finding it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
in between sessions, if you guys think of anything that we need for the bounty hunter's office, just put it in the group message chat.
Everyone needs scrap. Lots and lots of scrap parts.
And keep in mind, Kyanna
Okay.
will really only listen to...
Leave the Jawas alone.
So I'll just message you the upgrades I'm planning on getting for the rifle I'm using.
Okay.
Everyone can upgrade your motorcycle. Speed up,
I'm just
whatever.
confirming that's what we're doing. Okay, alright.
And you can put weapons on the car.
True.
So you have two ways of getting items. You can go and source it yourself, or you can requisition it through the Sector Ranger office through Betty.
Okay.
Betty will take longer, but you'll most likely get the item. May even get it cheaper. but it will take longer. If you want it sooner, then going out and shopping is the way you can get it sooner, but then you have to negotiate yourself.
Okay.
And it may cost more.
Good to know.
Martin, what is our vehicle that we have?
Yep.
What can you give me sort of a description of what it actually is?
It's a land speeder.
It is. Let me actually go to the page.
Yeah, it's like a Breaking Bad man.
So what you've got is a AA5 heavy speeder truck.
Yeah.
It is designed for basically moving lots of people.
Yeah, not really designed for vehicle
Okay.
traffic.
Roughly what size?
It is what they call Silhouette 3, which means it is 3 stages larger than a person. You're a Silhouette 1. It can get to about 3 meters in height. It can take 1 pilot and 2 co-pilots with a passenger capacity of 25.
Okay. Are there any hard mounts for weapons at all?
You can you have 3 hard mounts, but it does not come with any weapons.
Yeah. Gotcha.
It's stuff you'll have to upgrade over time.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, all party members can send through options for stuff for Kyanna to buy for the sector rangers, but keep in mind she will prioritize what other rangers have stated above hunters.
Yeah.
I would like to request less rangers on.
What was that?
The droid would like to kill off some of the rangers and replace them with hunters.
Well, unfortunately, we stopped that today, so. Oh well.
Right. Okay. New plan. Let the party fall apart.
There you go. Well, cool.
Okay, so we will finish it up there for tonight. And next session we have a more cohesive party going out for dinner to watch another party member get a prize. After having to do a pin-up shoot to get it.
What?
Don't worry, you will be rolling your... I'll do an appropriate check for you to see how well you do your posing.
No one mentioned
Oh, God.
Yeah, he does it several times.
I believe Kaikia has been blocking that out.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I think she has, because you mentioned it last game and the game before.
Check is probably like, no, they're just kidding. No, they're just kidding. No,
Oh, it took coordination.
Okay, what we could probably need to get is an e-wing. So we stick it in her ear and I can actually coach her way through. Does that work?
Nope.
Hey, it could be worse than having Piper on the Empire Wants You posters everywhere.
True.
Yeah, so do you want to do that?
What, put a thing in my ear? No, thank you.
Well, because
you'll have
Colin
to
has like
do,
full presence, which means he can help you on your roles.
I'll be able to
Oh, I see.
step you through.
That's why you get an earwig and he coaches you, and that way you get advantage to your roles because he's helping you with his presence. Because I don't think
He's telling you how to stick your body in the right places.
Yeah, you know how awkward that is?
Yes.
Yeah, and I raise your bust a bit more, excuse me. You know.
Breathe deeper.
Yeah, that only happens if you...
Don't try to tell me where to take my
Do you
bust.
want to win the role or not?
Oh, but it's got to be done
For the
to
family.
the music.
Ooh, use
Vogue.
the F word.
Okay. Well, it's either that or you're going to be a parasite to your clan.
Mandalorian low blow.
I think that was a grudgingly acceptance. Okay.
Therion wants to help.
That's how I feel, Therion.
So thank you for playing, guys, tonight. and resolving a issue with characters in game.
No worries.
That was pretty fun. Glad we were able to solve it.
Now, problem is, we've now got Piper, who's probably now become a vigilante, or
That's
either
the
that
problem
or
for the game.
a assassin who's now going to go out and try to revenge his family.
Well,
while looking for the six-fingered man.
Well, you do know that the homeless shelters are now going to be shut down in the city.
Yep.
Hey.
So crime is going to go up.
It is.
And so
Unless we can somehow get the shelters back open, but I don't know how to do that.
They lost their funding.
Great, so we're going to be the
We
fascist
do a fundraiser?
dictators who kick out homeless people from homeless shelters. Awesome.
Could
We're
we do
now
a
going to
fundraiser?
be the city of San Francisco and
Promote
just
the
put spikes
Rangers?
everywhere.
You could, but that has to be done in game and not right now.
Okay.
So stop trying to solve tomorrow's problem today.
I'm always trying to solve tomorrow's problem today. That's how you always have supplies of chocolate and ice cream in the fridge.
I know, it's just that the characters have only learned that it's failed its Senate thing today.
Yeah, no,
So they haven't actually been kicked out yet.
it's just out
Well,
there
good.
for next time.
It's alright. I am the Senate.
Okay, so I will say goodnight now, guys, and I will see you next session.
Okay.
I'll be in.
Bye.
Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Bye bye.